When you hear the words VA disability compensation, you probably think of a complex system with forms, ratings, and frustrating delays. But where did it all begin? Believe it or not, veterans' disability benefits trace back over 240 years to the American Revolution. In 1776, while the colonies were still fighting for independence, the Continental Congress passed a resolution promising half pay for life to any soldier who lost a limb or was permanently disabled during service. This wasn't charity, it was a contract, a promise that if you fought for your country would care for you when you came home broken. That principle, you fight for us, we fight for you, became the foundation of the VA disability system we know today. Fast forward to the Civil War, and things changed dramatically. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers were returning home with amputations, gunshot wounds, and trauma. In response, Congress created the General Pension Act of 1862, which expanded benefits to include disease, injuries, and long-term conditions from service. For the first time, soldiers didn't have to prove a specific battle injury, just that their condition started during military service. This was revolutionary. And with every major war that followed, the system evolved. After World War I, the government recognized that pensions weren't enough. So in 1921, the Veterans Bureau was created. That eventually became what we now know as the Department of Veterans Affairs, or simply the VA. After World War II, the floodgates opened. Over 16 million Americans served, and they came home not just with physical wounds, but also with invisible injuries like shell shock, now known as PTSD. The VA began developing rating schedules, assigning percentages to specific disabilities. This determined how much compensation a veteran would receive monthly. By the 1950s, service connection could include not just direct injuries, but also secondary conditions, aggravated pre-existing issues, and eventually mental health disorders. In the 1980s and 1990s, veterans from Vietnam fought for recognition of conditions caused by Agent Orange exposure, and won. This set the precedent for modern toxic exposure claims. Today, that fight continues for veterans exposed to burn pits, contaminated water, and industrial toxins in Iraq, Afghanistan, and even bases here in the U.S. Over the past 2 decades, the VA has undergone a massive shift, from paper to digital, from pension to precision. The 2010s brought the e-benefits system, VA Gov portals, and now tools like Vet Mentor AI that help veterans understand their benefits with AI-powered precision. But while the tech has improved, the heart of the VA system remains the same. It's still about fulfilling a promise. And here's what most people don't realize. The VA doesn't just provide compensation, it creates a lifeline through healthcare, vocational rehab, home loans, and education benefits. The disability compensation rating often determines access to all of these. A 0% rating might seem meaningless, but it's still a service connection, and it could open the door for future increases if your condition worsens. A 30%, 50%, or 100% rating could change your entire quality of life. The history of VA disability compensation isn't just about policy, it's about people. Generations of veterans fought, not just on the battlefield, but after the war, to create a system that honors service with support. From the Revolutionary War to Iraq and Afghanistan, every benefit you see today exists because a veteran stood up and said, "We earned this." So if you're a veteran today, you're part of that legacy, and you deserve to benefit from it. Know your rights, understand the system, use tools like Vet Mentor AI to file stronger claims, write better statements, and get the compensation you've earned. Because the fight didn't end when you came home, it just changed battlefields. This is Vet Mentor AI, veterans helping veterans win.